talk. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Britney Nicole and I have videos here every week talking about my life as a new entrepreneur after quitting my 9-to-5 job, tips and tricks for content creators to level up their social media, and also just overall tips for new entrepreneurs on how to really just boss up and live the life that you deserve to live. And so if you couldn't tell by that really dramatic intro, this video is going to be all about updating you on what has happened in my life since I branched off, quit my job, and decided to work for myself full-time 2 months ago. Let's dive into it, shall we? I have my iced coffee here. I'm ready to talk, ready to chat, ready to spill the tea, even though I'm not drinking any tea. But yes, let's dive into it, shall we? So yes, if you are new, be sure to subscribe to my channel. If you are a returning person, hello, girl, welcome back. Can't wait to talk to you more. And you know what? It really was on my mind to record this video because I haven't really updated you guys on here on what has happened since I, quit my job and decided to go full time for myself 2 months ago, almost 3 months actually. We will be in October. I quit my job in July. Yeah. And so there's been so much that has happened, but so many good things as well. And yeah. Let's talk about it. So one of the first things that happened, if you guys are, familiar with my channel and, OG followers, or not even OG, but new subscribers, one of the first things that happened was I moved. And so I moved into a new apartment. I now live in a studio apartment, and, with moving and just now coming off of being a full-time, working a 9-to-5 and just really transitioning into being, a full-time entrepreneur, it was a lot of transition for me. And just a lot of things that I had to figure out and work out, and furniture, and then how to just make my space overall just a comfortable space for me and really get settled. And so that took some time for me to do, and that was ultimately one of the big changes into being a full-time entrepreneur. It's just getting my space together, getting acclimated, feeling comfortable, living on my own truly, because I've never had an apartment where it was truly mine. I always lived with roommates and things like that. And so having a space that I can truly call my own, really just putting it together and just making sure that it is work from home friendly and just comfortable, because a lot of spaces, they might not be work from home friendly, or you may not feel as comfortable in it. Especially during this time of COVID, I feel a lot of people have really revamped their space to make it more efficient, make it a more efficient work environment for them. And so that's definitely what I did. If you did not watch this already, please go take a look at my apartment tour. You'll be able to see the full layout and exactly what I'm talking about, but I feel so much comfortable in my space now that I got that all figured out. One of the second updates is just, just getting reacclimated to the structures of my day. And so I made a lot of changes to my morning routine, especially with me being in a new place. A lot of habit, mindset things I put into place just to make sure that I'm in the headspace to give 100% to my job and 100% to my clients. And so a lot of my morning routine has to deal with reading books, making sure that I'm, in the right positive mindset. So I listen to a lot of sermons, I listen to a lot of motivational, inspirational podcast episodes, and I do a lot of journaling and manifestations. And I really do feel like embedding these habits into my routine as soon as I wake up has been such a game changer for me. Even when I was working a full-time 9-to-5 job, I just felt like I didn't even have enough time to really install habits. And so in doing that, I picked up bad habits, right? So bad habits that, led me to maybe buy more food out, or maybe skip that yoga class, or wake up later because I really just didn't want to go to work and really just didn't want to be in that environment. But now that I'm doing something that I'm so passionate about and I'm so fueled by that, it makes me want to get up in the morning, go through my routine, make my cup of coffee, and really just get started with my day, knowing that I have a positive mindset and knowing that I am going to really just work hard to make sure that my clients are happy. So, being in a new space, embedding new habits and mindset things into my routine has definitely been a lot of the changes in these past 2 to 3 months as well. Another change for me is just making sure that, alongside of making sure that I'm in the right, mindset and, have the right habits in play, I decided to finally find a therapist. And so thankful for my best friend Crystal. She definitely recommended therapy for Black girls as far as a directory to find my therapist. I went on there, I found her. She is amazing. I feel like I've been going to her for the past month or two, actually. I think almost 2 months. Like, it's been such an amazing journey. She definitely has helped me to more so like talk through my issues or issues that I'm facing with being like an overly ambitious, like anxious perfectionist. This year, even before COVID and before everything else that was happening, I felt like I was experiencing a lot of anxiety. I felt like, it was my first year having like panic attacks and things like that, things that I had no experience with before. But I think that because this year was so heightened with so many different changes in my life, I was just like, all right, I think it's really good for me to be able to sit down and talk to someone about it. And I really, really, really recommend therapy, especially for new entrepreneurs, but really for everyone, but specifically for new entrepreneurs who are anxious, who, are perfectionists, who are overly ambitious, and who just are really hard and critical on themselves, which I know that I can be. And so just having a person to listen to me and to really just help me do the right things and to get the right tools in place and really just help me come up with like ways that I can like calm myself, calm my anxiety, calm my mind in order to get me in the right place to really be successful during the week. And so right now I'm going to her or virtually talking to her bi-weekly, but it has been so life-changing for me. And yeah, I highly recommend therapy for anyone who is stepping into entrepreneurship. It's really good to just make sure that you're in the right headspace to win and just like healing yourself in the process too. Another change and adjustment for me is just, being a single woman in New Jersey, New York area. I mean, coming off of like a long-term relationship, I feel like, you know, I kind of have to like shift myself and kind of just like rebuild myself to being like this new like entrepreneur, like single entrepreneur woman, especially, in my late 20s. And so there were some things that I needed to work on, like rebuilding myself, work on like shifting my focus, work on just like the way that I think about things and not being so critical on myself. And so that is definitely one of the big transformations that has happened to me since, quitting my full-time job and being an entrepreneur. Luckily, I do have family and friends that I can lean on for support, which has been so amazing. And, I just feel like when you have family and friends that you can lean on for support, like there's no stopping you. Of course, like everyone wants like that picture perfect relationship. Everyone wants to have like the career, the relationship, and all of these things. But I've come to terms with that, what is in God's plan is the right plan for me. And if in God's plan it's not right for me to be in a relationship right now, or just to, focus on myself, or to just like take in the solidarity and to just focus on all the things that I need to do with my business, that is what I am accepting and that is what I am working to build. So during this time, I've really been working on like becoming a better person, becoming a better me, and just ultimately making sure that the energy that I am putting out to the world is really, really good energy. And I'm so thankful that I have people that have helped me along this journey, because this is not a journey that you can do alone. Like, it really does take a village to like uplift you, but you always have to uplift yourself as well. And so for my new entrepreneurs out there, or aspiring entrepreneurs, you have to know that there is no right time to be an entrepreneur. There's no right time to take the leap. There's no right time to do anything. You just have to do it and go with it. And during that leap, there are going to be things that happen. Like, you might have to move. You might be like going through some life-changing crisis. Like, there's always going to be things that happen, but if it is in God's plan, it's in God's plan. And if God lit a fire in you to do something, then do it, because ultimately you would be like going after your purpose, which is so much bigger than anything that you could even possibly remotely imagine. And that's exactly what God, the universe, wants you to do. He wants you to like go after your purpose and to just do something that fuels you. And in the 2 to 3 months that I've quit my job, so many amazing things have happened. Like, I've been featured in Business Insider. I've been featured in the Washington Post, BuzzFeed, so many amazing publications about me and my work as, an influencer coach, my agency, and things like that. And just being able to leverage my expertise has been something that I definitely have not taken for granted. I'm so grateful for the opportunities each day to share more about what I love. Also, some other exciting things that have happened. I've had over, I think, like 30 plus consultations with such amazing women and some men, entrepreneurs, content creators who are really, I feel, just on the right path of just like leveling up their social media, leveling up their personal brand. And it literally makes me so happy that I am a part of their journey in some way, and like helping them propel and helping them like get to the next level. So that's been another thing that I've been really, really proud of, just like growing my business, but actually like growing with people too is such a plus. And in addition with growing with people, I've also been able to foster more of that with my online coaching. And so I do one-on-one coaching with entrepreneurs, content creators, and I really just help them like scale their business, help them with their social media strategy. Each session is a working session where we work on anything and everything that you feel like will take your business to the next level. And the fact that I have now 4 people who call me coach is, it's a heartwarming feeling. It's one of those feelings where if you would have asked me like months ago if I would have, you know, been experiencing this, I probably would be like, I don't know, like so indecisive. But I'm so thankful for it, so thankful for the opportunities to continue to scale my business, continue to grow. And yeah, guys, I mean, it's been a whirlwind of like 2 to 3 months, but it's definitely been great. There's been a lot of changes, but also changes for the better. And I'm so thankful for this community, so thankful for your support. And I'm so excited for you to continue to follow me along this journey. If you are a new entrepreneur, or if you are a content creator who is really like seeking services to help you like propel your career, help you with your social media, help you land brand partnerships, and be sure to check out thebossupinc.com. I have the link below, but you'll be able to see all the services that we provide to really just help you elevate in all areas dealing with social media, digital marketing, and influencer marketing, brand partnerships, everything. I truly want to see you guys win. That's what I'm here for. And so definitely check us out. Follow us on Instagram at thebossupinc, and follow me on Instagram at is Britney Nicole _ I hope you guys really just loved like hearing more transparency around like what has been happening to me within like the past 2 to 3 months since quitting my job. No journey is perfect. It's not going to be all good news all the time, but it's going to be real always on this channel. I'm always going to be real with you guys, always going to let you guys in. And so yes, that is the realness of what has happened in my 2 to 3 months of being my own boss. I hope you guys love like the raw and like real and transparency in this video. And without further ado, I will talk to you guys next week. Bye.